Yo, hey, what's going on everybody? Alex with you here again. Thanks for dropping by. Today is December 22nd, I believe, 2023, which means that Christmas is right around the corner. So I wanted to start this video off by wishing everybody happy holidays. Whichever holidays you end up celebrating, I hope you're surrounded by friends and family and those that care about you and love you. I wanted to make this quick video by showing you guys how the analysis side of things works with the Chestnut Evo. I may have done videos that have discussed this particular subject, but I wanted to devote this video just to showing you guys how you can use the Chestnut Evo to analyze your games, and I hope you guys will find this video helpful. If you do find this video in any way helpful, please be sure to hit that like button, share my video with others, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. So I wanted to start off by saying that basically there are many different chess sets that are in my collection, but when it comes to tangible wooden chess sets, there's only so much that I can show you guys as far as like their physical properties. I can show you how they balance, I can show you how much they weigh, but then past that point, there's not a whole lot more for me to discuss with regards to those particular chess sets. Now with electronic chess sets, it's a little different because an electronic chess set a lot of times will allow us to communicate with either the phone or the internet and provides us with a greater number of different options, like playing on Lichess, playing on chess.com, playing on ChessKit. So we've seen a number of different electronic chessboards that sort of allow us to have a little bit more to talk about than just like, you know, physical chessboards. Now with the Chestnut Evo, part of the reason why I've touched base on the Chestnut Evo so much more than some of the other chessboards is simply because now we're dealing with a chess computer essentially. Something that's growing, something that's updating, something that's becoming something different than what we were used to. It's essentially a computer, and therefore it just allows us so many more different options, and a lot of these options, as they're becoming more and more updated, I feel the need to share it with you guys. The Chestnut Evo, I believe the Chestnut website currently is running the holiday deals. I think it's something along the lines of 17% off of everything. Be sure to use the ALSU Chess promo code if you wish to take full advantage of the discounts that are currently running for the holidays. I'm going to leave you guys a link in the description below, so head over there, check it out. Maybe you can get a pretty good deal right now. One of the biggest advantages, as we've seen with the Chestnut Evo, as well as with many other electronic chessboards, is the ability to play online. We've already seen this a number of times. You can play on Lichess, chess.com, ChessKit. You can play against the computer as well, different chess engines. You can create your own chess engine and play against that. So we've seen that, but there's been some people who wanted to know more a little bit about the ability to use the Chestnut Evo for chess analysis, especially just kind of analyzing your game or somebody else's game. So one of the first things that I've noticed what you can do here is you can, if you wanted to analyze your game, let's say from the very start, I'm going to show you how this works as an example. We're just going to go ahead and click start right over here, and I'm going to put evaluate on both that side and my side. This could be effectively a game that you're playing against somebody across the table, or you can just be running your own game and just, like, let's say you went to a tournament, a local tournament or whatever, or you have the notation sheet and you wanted to sort of play through the notation sheet on this board. You can press this little help button, so that kind of gives us a hint, okay? And then what you do is, for example, this shows you is that one of the moves that you can do, as one of the moves that's frequently done, is to move the e-pawn from e2 to e4. Let's say, for example, we go ahead and do that. Now, if you have this little helpful hint option turned on, what's interesting and pretty cool about this particular way of doing things is, look, when you pick up a piece, this kind of looks a lot similar to what ChessUp used to do. You pick up a piece, for example, and it shows you which moves the computer or the evaluation software believes are stronger and which moves are weaker. In this case, if you're putting your knight right up to the side here, it believes it's not as strong of a move as if you were to take it out here, but this move, according to the analysis, isn't as strong as these moves. So the green means it's more better. The yellow means it's decent, and the red means they don't necessarily recommend it. But picking up every single pawn like this, they don't do it as sophisticated as what the ChessUp did, because with the ChessUp you could just touch the piece and it would show you. But here you can still lift up the piece and it'll give you a lot of different, like for example here you can't really move it. So it won't be. So let's just go ahead and go through this. Now, one of the things you can do is you can actually click this and show a score. So while you're evaluating your game, you can actually have a physical readout of who's ahead. At this point, we're apparently, according to this analysis, even though we've only made like a book opening, we're already 0.7 points towards the light side. So the light side here is doing better. Maybe because it went first. So in this case, we can go with the standard opening, kind of like this. Once again, here it shows 0.8, and then in this case, we'll just go with the standard. So this, for example, is, let's do the Ruy Lopez opening. Now, the Ruy Lopez opening, in this case, we can see what they recommend. A lot of times I end up going here with my knight, but another move that I've seen done is you can put your knight here. I mean, there's a number of moves that you can do with the Ruy Lopez, but some of which are not as good. You know, here it says the pawn is good. Here, maybe not as good. But let's just move on and do this particular move. So, in this case, taking the knight isn't the best idea. So, that's a nice thing if you're just wanting to sort of analyze some of the openings that you routinely play and get an idea as far as what the computer thinks that you should do. So, you can sort of run through different ways. Another thing you can do is, I believe you can go back. Yeah, there we go. You can actually go back. So let's say you're thinking, okay, well, what if I do this? Okay, well, that's pretty good. But what if instead I were to do this, you know? So different, or maybe this. There's different ways that you can sort of analyze your game, and that's kind of cool. So this little tidbit comes in the sort of, let's go ahead and discard. It comes in the preset application where you click the clock and you can do that. You can also do a board editor, so you can take pieces away and then just start the game from that point and then continue analyzing your game same way we analyzed it with the standard. So that's one of the ways. Alternatively, what you can do is you can analyze your games using, for example, Lichess. You can actually go here and then you can go to analysis board on the very top, and you can pretty much do the same thing. So one of the nice things is in the beginning, it'll actually give you a readout. For example, this is called the Clemens opening. The opening achieves nothing in terms of development of control of the center. However, this can actually be used as an effective waiting move. Though NF3 is clearly better, also white knows a lot of theory for both sides. This can be useful. So anyways, you can actually get additional information here, and if you wanna do like analysis, ongoing analysis, you can do ongoing analysis, which will give you a readout as far as what they believe should be the subsequent move, and you can just sit there and you can play for both sides and just sort of get an idea as far as pretty much the same thing that we shown with the other one, but you might get a little bit more information with Lichess. If you are looking for alternative ways to analyze your game, you can always go to chess.com, and it's pretty much the same way as Lichess. You log in and then you go to Learn, Analysis, and it brings you a board out, kind of very similar, and then you can just pretty much do the same thing, and it'll give you somewhat of a different like D5, E6, E5, and then you can get a whole, like you can open this up and see what the whole line is. They kind of give you a breakdown and stuff. You can save your analysis. So a lot of people use this analysis software when they're sort of analyzing different games and openings on the computer. But here in this case, you can essentially do it using the board. Therefore, you can take extra time to sort of look around and see, you know, what might be a good opening, what might be a bad opening. It gives you a similar line over here that we've seen with the internal software, where it'll kind of give you a breakdown of what it believes, you know, who's winning, who's losing, you know, whose position is better, that kind of thing. So I'm sure as the Chessnut Evo gets more upgrades and we get more applications, we're going to be seeing more and more different programs that are able to give us these type of analysis. But I have downloaded a program called ChessIs. I've sort of went about and got a different way of downloading. I don't think you can directly download it, but I just wanted to show you guys that you can get a pretty good analysis with this particular board, with this program. So you've got this analysis that's going to be continuously running here at the depth of it says here depth of 17, 18, just depending on how long you give it to analyze the game. And it gives us a little bit more information here. Like, first of all, I've got all the different hints and everything turned on at this time. We've have different sort of mobility readouts as far as like how active are the pieces. So if, for example, if you take out this piece here, you will make it a lot more active, not entirely active, but more active. And so that type of information might be helpful to some people out there who are looking to basically analyze their game from a strategic standpoint, maybe get a little bit more understanding as far as like what they want to do. So there's like, if you do a blunder, for example, it'll actually will say it's a blunder, and then it'll see it's giving us a readout that it's, now you can always take it back, but just kind of take it back like this. And here's the Scotch opening. And so once again, we see a lot more information here that we haven't seen before with some of the other analysis software. See, it shows us, you know, what kind of things do we have. I find this program to be quite interesting, and I've been sort of playing around with it because I found this program online, and the way that I downloaded, it's not really an official way of downloading, but it's still really cool to see something like this, and I feel like this kind of gives us an idea of what to expect. I really want to see like more involved analysis applications that we can run through the Chestnut Evo. We can definitely see that there's enough CPU in there, there's enough power inside of the actual computer to be running pretty good analysis like all the time. See, this is running analysis that's continuous, kind of similar to what we've seen with Fritz. And it's going to be a little bit different because it's real-time analysis than, for example, if we just get a one-time readout with Chess.com or Lichess. I found this really neat. I'm always looking for new and different improved programs to be giving us something more than just playing online. So when I was running these different analysis programs, I thought, hey, this would be really cool to show you guys, kind of give you guys an idea as far as like what's some cool stuff you can do with the Chestnut Evo. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I don't know, maybe it's not gonna be as long as some of my other videos, so I do apologize if you guys were expecting like a 40-minute video, but at the same time I realize people are probably getting ready for the holidays and have guests over. I actually have family that's coming in today. So due to that reason, I just don't really even have that much time to be making any videos. So like I said before, I wish everybody happy holidays. Stay safe, my friends. If you find time to play chess, by all means, play some chess. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.